Dinnell on the inbound, finds top to Delpesh. Dinnell fires up for three. Back iron no good, rebound for Cook. Here's Callum Jones, closely guarded by Copeland. Drives the lane, kicks it out to Lewis, guarded by Dinnell. Shot clock down to 10. Tuck open for three. That one off the mark, no good. And still both teams yet to score. Lockett from the elbow, and he gets the first 2 points of this game.
Yeah, Lockett, first couple of points here at the Wise Arena.
Tuck at the three-point line, kicks it out to Lewis. Jones, ball screen comes from Cook. Lewis down low, and Cook off the glass, no good. Rebound gobbled up by Delpesh.
Yeah, nice high-low action there. Unfortunate not to finish around the basket though, but good size advantage there by Cook in the middle there.
Lockett skips it to Edozie at the elbow. Now Dinnell, guarded by Jones. Ball screen comes from Delpesh, and Copeland for three in the corner. And that one's off the mark. And the rebound is eaten up by Sheffield. Cook against Delpesh. What a matchup this is going to be tonight. And Cook jams it in with a reverse slam.
Strong play there by the big man. Took his time, good composure. Kind of laned open up for him a little bit one-on-one and took full advantage with a reverse slam there. Good start to the game there by Cook.
Edozie fakes the handoff. And it's it's stolen away. It is stolen away by Lillard. And he goes coast to coast, and Tuck lays it in off the glass. And it's Sheffield Sharks with an early 2-point lead.
Yeah, Mike Tuck running the floor really well there on that transition, finishing with his left hand. Good steal and break there from Sheffield, easy buckets.
Delpesh looking for a Lockett back door, but bit of miscommunication there, and another turnover for Bristol. Here is Lillard, almost lost control of it there. Able to get it back. Lewis, Tuck at the top of the three-point line. Now Lillard, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be called on Eric Lockett.
Yeah, that quick step there. A bit too fast for Lockett there. Had to reach in to slow him down. Referee's quick to call it. Jones putting the ball in bounds.
Lillard. Hands off with Cook. Lillard for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Copeland. A few minutes into this opening quarter at the SGS College Arena, and Zach Copeland off the glass and in. Gets his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, strong drive there by Copeland, weaving in and out. Solid finish. No mistaking that with the 2 points.
Of course, 20 points for Copeland in that game against London on Monday.
Yeah, just Jones trying to keep the ball alive, tapping it. For the Bristol Flyers, looks like Sheffield are pressing up a little bit, trying a bit of pressure on the SGS College student Dinnell there, trying to see if we can get any turnovers.
Of course, whole number of players from SGS College making that step up this year into the first team, and again, we haven't seen it in a few years, but you know, when Flyers first joined the BBL, the likes of Dwayne Lottier-Ongale and Tamas Okros, it's really great to see, isn't it?
It's great to see, and of course, you know, Mr. Bristol Flyers Greg Street as well coming through the academy, and Tyrone Treasure, so it's good to see the SGS College students making an impact here on the BBL and raising their game to that next level, and hopefully have a good solid basketball career in front of them.
All tied up at 4. Edozie at the top of the key, off the glass, no good. Rebound for Lillard. As Callum Jones, of course, made that move from Manchester Giants in the summer.
Yeah, strong acquisition there for Sheffield. Experience of Callum Jones.
And there he is, counter and a foul, and he will go to the line, right on cue there, to go for a three-point play.
Yeah, a very, very smart basketball player there, and Dinnell, the sort of rookie coming into the BBL. He played a few games last year, but you know, Callum Jones using all that experience, getting the and one, tidy baseline jumper there.
Of course, as you say, BBL veteran is Callum Jones, and a really big pickup for the Sharks this summer as he gets the friendly role at SGS College, and he makes it a 3-point game.
Delpesh with a huge screen on Jones there, no one calling that one out.
Copeland on the wing, pulls up for 3, and nothing but net for Zach Copeland, and he's got 5 points so far. All tied up at 7 midway through this opening quarter. Of course, both teams are slowly getting back into action. A lot of rust to shake off after over the last 7 months or so. Copeland gets his hand in, able to get the steal, and a big screen from Edozie frees up Dinnell on the wing.
Yeah, good read there by Copeland. Oh, good charge, good defensive play there.
As the foul is called on Edozie, and the defender Nichols just able to get in the lane before Edozie, so it will be an offensive foul. Here's Jones, guarded by Dinnell. Nichols, guarded by Thomas Edwards, into the game for the first time tonight. Ball screen comes. Lillard off the glass, no good. Ball rattles around, offensive rebound for the Sharks. And able to get it in second time around. And it's Baldwin off the glass.
Great assist there by Jones. Kept his composure in the paint. Sold the fake and just dished off for the 2 under the basket.
Copeland curling off the screen, no good. Another rebound for Cook. Lillard looking to direct traffic for the Sharks. Jones driving against Dinnell. Pulls up and knocks it down, and Callum Jones, hot start for this game for him.
Yeah, you can just see the composure with Callum, the balance. They managed to get into the paint. He just got his balance right with a pull-up jump shot as well. Very, very good at getting into those positions and finishing with that mid-range jump shot.
Thomas Edwards. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound gathered in by Sheffield. Here they go off to the races. It's Nichols, guarded by Edozie, and an offensive foul called the other way, and good positioning that time from Daniel Edozie.
Yeah, I think that was the right call there. Edozie was there, and he was definitely looking to make the contact there, Nichols, and Andy Thackeray was right on that. Called the offensive foul. Panas Mayan-Dombe into the game for the first time.
Of course, his 4th year with the Flyers. He's been known for that energy off the bench for Coach Kapoulas, and that's one of the reasons, I imagine, why he brings him back each and every year.
Absolutely, but a bit more responsibility at the point guard position there. It's something he's not been used to running an awful lot in the last sort of 4 years, but we'll see how he runs the position.
Copeland for 3, and that one's off. Another rebound falls to Cook. Four points is the lead for Sheffield. Just over 2.5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Jones guarded by Panos Mayan-Dombe, who picks up a quick foul. And Lockett sets to re-enter the game for Flyers, and so does Mike Tuck.
It's a good double screen coming off here for the shooter. Oh, good hands.
Nichols working on Thomas Edwards down low, fakes it, puts it up, fade away. And last touch by the Sharks, said a referee. So it's going to be a Flyers basketball.
Yeah, just slightly early concerns there. Sheffield getting quite a few looks on the offensive boards there as well. Probably want to tidy up a little bit, box out. Quite a tall team, the Sheffield Sharks.
Eric Lockett out on the elbow to Delpesh. Mayan-Dombe guarded by Jones. Ball screen comes from Liam Davis into the game for the first time. Here he is, going to work down low. Delpesh up. Thomas Edwards there on the follow, I beg your pardon. And Big offensive rebound for him.
Good energy play by Thomas Edwards.
It's one of those ones where I'm so accustomed to seeing Marcus Delpeche do that kind of play, and it was in fact Rafael Thomas Edwards. Flyers trailing by 2. Baldwin guarded by Davis. Fading away. Front iron no good. Rebound Lockett. Flyers have got numbers if they're quick enough. Lockett goes to the basket, floats it up and floats it in. And we are tied up at 11 points apiece. Jones hands off with Tuck. Now Nichols on the wing. Puts up the mid-range 2, no good. And the rebound, well, there's a foul call. I think it's called on Thomas Edwards for holding. And it will go back to Sheffield.
Yeah, one of those calls that sometimes you can kind of get away with, just putting the hand on the, or restricting the offensive player's ability to get the rebound, but the referee was right on top of that one, and rightly so. Tuck goes to the line.
Of course, Mike Tuck set to have his testimonial just before the lockdown, and obviously had to push that back. A BBL veteran. Loads of big names lined up for that game as well.
Yeah, I saw he nominated himself in the BB All-Star 5 as well, which I thought was, like he said, he was backing himself. So, yeah, full of confidence, Mike. But yeah, great to see him back for another season in the BBL.
Of course, that was on the BBL show. If you caught that, the podcast. Final minute of this first quarter. Flyers trailing by 1. Very low scoring first quarter at the SGS College Arena, and it's stolen by Jones. Sharks have numbers. Lillard floats it up to Nichols, no good, and there's Baldwin, floats it up, and he can't finish either. Third chance opportunity, and Davis ends up with it, and a foul has been called.
And the ball a little bit slippery there. A few players having a chance to get that under control, but just a few taps, and eventually it falls out of bounds. Bristol Flyers inbounding it. Again, Sheffield looking a bit of pressure on.
Of course, new balls this season as well in the BBL, so of course players are getting used to that as well. The new match ball from Moulton. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Lockett takes the screen from Davis. Davis inside, puts it up and puts it in. Liam Davis with his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, nice assist by Lockett, always looking for the player making that nice pass there as well. Lockett could have had the opportunity to shoot, but saw Davis in a better position. Davis with his first points of the game.
Final 10 seconds of this one. Shot clock is turned off. And Ndombe comes up for the double. And a foul is called. And that will be the 5th. Well, Flyers are in the penalty here, so it will send Sharks to the line. If you are tuning in on YouTube now and not Flyers TV, we do apologise for the streaming difficulty at the start of this one. But you haven't missed too much. There's a very low scoring first quarter at the SGS College Arena with just over 3 seconds to play in this first period. Lillard's good on the first. Second one is good, and final 3 seconds here. Lockett goes coast to coast, looking to put it up, but stolen away by Jones, and that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It is a 1-point game on our hands, and Gareth, a very low scoring quarter indeed.
Yeah, absolutely, and you kind of expect this pre-season. That's why we have these sort of pre-season games to iron out all the technical issues on the court there as well. So, yeah, both teams sort of finding each other out, getting used to the systems. You know, new look Flyers, a lot of new players in.
Welcome back to the SGS College Arena. Apologies for that there. We are testing a new software for this live stream tonight. So, Gareth, you were cut off there as you were talking about the first quarter.
Yeah, sort of to be expected really on a pre-season game. Players finding each other out, trying to play, find the system where they fit in the team. Not a new faces for both players to their squad. So, yeah, things will start heating up as the game goes along. But yeah, some good plays from both sides. Sheffield typically looking to get the ball inside, a high-low game. I thought they ran the break particularly well as well, and the Flyers, just getting to it, finding their feet.
Well, Zach Copeland leads all scorers for Bristol with 5 points so far, and at the other end of the court, Callum Jones, he has 5 points of his own, and Jones, we spoke about it earlier on, but a big pickup for Sheffield, and you can see it straight off the bat.
Yeah, he's a veteran point guard, very, very smart player, high IQ. You can see how well he gets into the paint with that pull-up jump shot, but also looks to find his teammates and better scoring opportunities as well. Really solid point guard for Sheffield. I'm sure they're delighted to have picked him up.
Back underway here for the start of the second quarter. Mayan Dombe top to a dozy. And a foul is called on Nichols. And of course, he had a fantastic game against Sheffield Sharks, against Leicester Riders in pre-season action, but that is his second personal foul. Lockett, ball screen comes from Davis. Now, Davis at the elbow, mid-range two. No good on that one. Ball rattles around, but ends up in the hands of Lillard. Jones. Now Nichols, three-point line, out top to Lillard. Double team comes inside, and Thomas Edwards this time picks up a foul.
Yeah, Cook's causing some difficulties early on for the Flyers inside. They're looking to double team him now. Early on in the game, he had a few kind of one-on-one situations which he took full advantage of, but Flyers looking to double team, but even then they've picked up another foul on him. So, yeah, big player for Sheffield at the moment.
Josh Rogers enters the game. Thomas Edwards takes a seat. And if you have just joined us, no Josh Wilshire tonight for the Bristol Flyers. Lockett goes coast to coast, and again Eric Lockett, we've seen that a couple of times so far, running the floor and getting those easy points. Yeah,
he's got that Euro step finish there as well, keeping nice and composed, just finger rolling it into the basket, but really likes to get to the basket. Eric Lockett, really impressed with him last season. For the last few games we saw him, so yeah, really good to see him back in a Flyers uniform.
Cook kicks it out to Nichols, fakes the pass and pulls up for three, and he drains the three. Here is Panos Mayan-Dombe. Ball screen comes from Davis. Skips it out to Rogers, who drives baseline. Up against Nichols. Now Mayan-Dombe, he pulls up for three. He splashes the triple, and Bristol Flyers back on top by two.
Yeah, you could just see Andreas there getting a little bit frustrated with Panos there. Panos was celebrating his three-pointer, but I think Andreas wanted him to be right up in the right in the face of the offensive player there. I think Callum Jones it was at the time. So, but yeah, congratulate him with a high five on the way off for knocking down the three.
Well, as the players take a quick break, we will too. We will see you in just a couple of moments' time. Welcome back to the SGS College Arena for this behind closed doors pre-season friendly between the Bristol Flyers and the Sheffield Sharks. And Gareth, Flyers on top by two. It's gone back and forth, and it was a low scoring first quarter, but things are really starting to pick up now.
Yeah, that's always going to kind of be the case, isn't it? Just sort of finding each other out in the first quarter, just trying to get back into the rhythm. But you know, players slowly beginning to warm up, get the feel of being back on court and playing in a competitive game. And yeah, it's just going to get better as we go along.
Of course, one of the first games for both of these teams since before lockdown, so as you can imagine, lots of rust to shake off with the players as we're back underway in this second quarter. Lillard up against Lockett, drives inside, floats it up, no good, rebound Lockett. Rogers for three on the wing, that one's way off the mark. Rebound falls to Lewis, nice pass on the wing, and Edozie gets called for the reach-in foul.
It's that man Cook again, just getting in the paint, causing problems. It's Daniel Edozie's second foul of the game.
It's going to be Lewis to inbound here. Up top to Cook. He hands off with Lillard, now Tuck on the wing. Nichols up against Rogers. Shot clock down to 10. The foul is called on Rogers, and it will send Kipper Nichols to the free throw line, and he's been a big problem for Bristol so far in this game, Gareth.
Yeah, not much Josh Rogers could have done there. I think he was sort of trying to be reasonably physical with him as he was getting back down, but referee deemed him to have just gone that little bit too far, and Nichols taking full advantage and finds himself on the free throw line for a pair.
Nichols good on the first. Of course, new signing for Sheffield Sharks this season. Of course, teams allowed to have 4 Americans in their team in the BBL this year. So, of course, Sheffield going for that full allocation. And he ties things up at 18 points apiece from the line. Rogers, now Lockett. Screen comes from Davis, but Lockett bats it away. Now Davis for three. And there, Gareth, just the big man showing his range out there on the floor.
Yeah, it's good to see. I mean, you see it more and more now. You have that stretch four position where, you know, your sort of taller players are able to spread the floor and knock down those threes. Just opens up the lanes a bit more. So, yeah, you do see a lot more of that in basketball nowadays.
Cook on the wing, no good. Mike Tuck battling for the rebound, but ends up in the hands of Davis. Oh, he stole it away there, and Ryan Dombe feeds Lockett. Calls for the ball screen from Davis. And Lockett drives inside, floats it up. No good on that one, and rebound again falls to Nichols. Lillard against Rogers, and Rogers gets caught for the foul. Will be on the floor, and it'll go back to Sharks.
Yeah, a couple of quick fouls for Josh. That's his second.
Well, Rafael Thomas Edwards getting set to check back into the game. Josh Rogers takes a seat. Lillard, ball screen comes from Cook. Now Lewis. Lewis, great pass to Nichols, who throws it down.
Lovely play by Sheffield Sharks there. Great backdoor cut and found. Finished with the jam as well. Sweet play by Sheffield.
Delpesh loses control off the foot of Mike Tuck, and the referees will reset the shot clock to 14 seconds, and it goes back to the Flyers.
Yeah, I think it was Kipper Nichols there, just going backdoor. Finished with the jam.
Marvin Dinnell enters the game for the Bristol Flyers. Thomas Edwards to inbound here. Up top to Dinnell. Skips it to Lockett now. Shot clock's at 10. Lockett from the baseline fading away. Another rebound falls to Nichols. Lillard, ball screen from Tuck. Lillard goes to the basket, off the glass and in. And Coach Kapoulas looks to the table to ask for a timeout, with his side leading by 1.
Yeah, Sharks making it look easy in the last couple of offences there, unlike the Flyers, who probably gone for fairly low percentage jumpers there, but yeah, we saw Kipper Nichols going backdoor for the jam, and just then good drive to the basket, getting to the bucket with a layup. Coach Andreas seen enough of that, needs to tighten up on his defence, and probably will be communicating that right now.
Well, with both teams taking a break, we will too, and we'll see you in a couple of moments' time. Back underway here at the SGS College Arena, midway through the second. Flyers trailing by 1. Lockett now top to Copeland. Batted away, good defence from the Sharks, and Flyers able to get it back. Shot clock's at 8. Lockett down low to Thomas Edwards with a two-handed flush.
Nice drive by Lockett again, creating that space for the dunk. Nice play, needed that after the timeout.
Nichols no good, rebound for Delpesh. Flyers looking to build a bit of momentum here off that play, and top to Marvin Dinnell. Kicks it out to Lockett. Dinnell again, and it's batted loose by Nicholas Lewis.
Yeah, I think Copeland there just looking for that slightly quicker pass. He was open on the perimeter, but ball just got knocked out of bounds.
Cook takes a seat for the Sheffield Sharks. Baldwin back into the game. Copeland out wide to Dinnell. Dinnell driving to the hole and couldn't quite come up with the goods, and the shot clock will expire. And go back to Sheffield.
Yeah, Coach Kapoulas just questioning if it hit the ring or not. Referees deemed it didn't. So shot clock violation. And Bristol looking to put a bit of pressure of their own full court.
Here's Lillard guarded by Copeland. Ball screen comes from Tuck. Tuck at the three-point line, stolen by Thomas Edwards.
Here we go.
Here comes Delpesh with a one-handed slam. And just like that, Marcus Delpesh is back doing what Marcus Delpesh does best.
He does. Such a strong, athletic player, and if he's got open floor like that, there's only one thing that's going to happen. All coming from defense, though. Good defense led to the break. Easy buckets.
Lillard fires up for 3. Up front of the iron, no good. Rebound Delpesh. Up Thomas Edwards. Copeland looking to slow things down here for Bristol. Shot clock's at 15 seconds. Lockett on the wing. Up against Nichols. Now down low to Marcus Delpesh. Shot clock down to 5. And Delpesh does well there to draw the foul on Baldwin. And now send him to the line for 2.
Yeah, Delpesh just a bit too strong there for Baldwin. Got the step in front of him, using his body well. Baldwin had to reach in and picked up the foul. Jones back into the game. Haven't seen much of McKnight yet in the game so far. Don't know if he's got an injury or...
Well, during the warm-ups, you see he's got that ankle heavily taped up. on the bench for Sheffield Sharks, and obviously with it still being pre-season, imagine minutes limited. Of course, no Josh Wilshere for Bristol Flyers tonight. Well, he didn't play the game against London Lions on Monday either. And I spoke to Coach Kapoulas ahead of tip-off, and again, just resting him as a precaution, getting ready for the start of the competitive season at the end of the month.
Nice drive there by Lewis. Nice and smooth to the basket. Picks up a foul, find himself going for 2 free throws.
Of course, he was such an influential figure in that team, Sheffield, last season. And again, just picking up where he left off, but yet to score here tonight so far. A chance for him to get his first 2 points from the free throw line.
First one's good. Flyers in team fouls in the second quarter as well. Sheffield just with a 2.
Marcus Delpesh takes the breather for Flyers, and in comes Liam Davis. Here is Dinnell playing extended minutes tonight in the absence of Wilshere. Ball screen comes from Thomas Edwards. Dinnell, nice pass to Eric Lockett, who lays it in for 2.
Yeah, nice fake there by Dinnell. So he's going to shoot, but just probably the last minute saw the player in a better position and almost faked the pass and finished under the basket. Nice play by Dinnell.
Well, just like that, it's a 5-point lead for Flyers, which is their biggest lead of the game so far. Tuck with a nice pass to Callum Jones, who lays it in off the glass.
Yeah, that was a good veteran play by Tuck there as well. Keeping his head and finding Callum Jones open under the basket.
Well, foul's called on Mike Tuck there in transition. We'll send Marvin Dinnell to the free throw line.
Coach Lyons called a timeout with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
3-point ball game on our hands. We'll see you in just a couple of moments' time. Welcome back to the SGS College Arena, where Bristol Flyers lead the Sheffield Sharks by 3. And after a few technical issues at the start, we are now live on our YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, do give us a comment in the comment section. We'll read some out. We'll give you some shout-outs for those watching at home unable to be here tonight. And we do hope we can get you back at the SGS Wise campus sooner rather than later. Marvin Dinnell at the free throw line, of course the SGS Basketball Academy player. One of 5 players training and playing with the first team this season from the Flyers. Second one is good for Dinnell, and he pushes the Flyers lead out to 5. Jones, ball screen comes from Cook. Nichols, down low to Cook. He's guarded by Davis. Cook going to work inside, puts it up and puts it in. What a strong move there from Cook.
Yeah, strong move, and looking to the referees as well. Thought there was a bit too much contact from the defender, but yeah, Cook's been a real thorn in the side of the Flyers bigs and causing a bit of issue down there, picking up fouls and scoring fairly frequently.
Davis skips it out top to Copeland, just slipped through his hands there. Shot clock down to 4. They got to shoot here, and I don't think Copeland realised how long was on the shot clock, and it will be a turnover for the Flyers.
Yeah, just a bit of lack of communication awareness there. Just got caught out, had a heave. Ball in the hands of Sheffield Sharks.
Here's Callum Jones, guarded by Lockett. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. Lewis knocks down the mid-range 2.
Curled the screen nicely there, nice and smooth with the pull-up 2. Certainly a player that will certainly hurt you if he starts getting that confidence going. Can score really quickly, Lewis.
Dinnell, ball screen comes from Thomas Edwards. Dinnell again to the hole and can't finish off the glass, and good hustle from Thomas Edwards who, well, did he knock it off Cook, or was he already out of bounds? I think it will go back to the Sharks.
Yeah, I think he was out of bounds when he was trying to throw the ball off of Cook's leg, but already had his foot out.
Jones, now Lillard. Into Cook once again. Stolen by Thomas Edwards. And he going coast to coast. He's guarded by Nichols, and Thomas Edwards does well to lay it in off the glass.
Yeah, good finish there as well. Just managed to knock the defender's hand out of the way, give himself a bit of room, and finish with the layup.
Lewis for 3. Back iron no good. Rebound for Eric Lockett, and Flyers again running in transition. Lockett going coast to coast, kicks it to Davis. Davis off the glass and can't finish, but a foul.
Yeah, Eric Lockett, very aggressive going to the basket, causing the Sheffield Sharks a few problems himself there, creating a lot of space as he's drawing the double team. And Davis there on the receiving end, just sort of open underneath the bucket there. Got fouled on the way up.
Of course, Liam Davis, Flyers signed him last season but sent him out on loan to Reading Rockets, and some big numbers down in Division 1. And now coming back into the Flyers, and all part of this 2-year development for him.
Yeah, an unusual kind of situation really. I've not seen that happen too often before with a BBL sort of loaning a Division 1 team. But yeah, great for Liam to get experience at a high level. I mean, we saw the competition he was up against last year with the likes of Solent doing so well last season as well. So yeah, definitely playing against good quality opposition and having his opportunity now in the BBL.
Final minute of this first half. It's a 5-point game in favour of the Flyers. Lillard at the 3-point line, out wide to Tuck. Almost stolen by Copeland, and shot clock down to 5 seconds. Lillard able to draw the foul on Copeland, and that will send him to the line. And a few times now, Flyers have been caught with their hand in the cookie jar on those reaching fouls, and some easy free throws for Sheffield as a result.
Yeah, I think in a pre-season sort of situation, it's just kind of getting yourself to the pace of the game as well, playing against players you've not played against, obviously in practice. You're playing against guys you know kind of what they tend to do, but playing against real opposition, you know, this is the point of sort of pre-season games, is to get yourself up to that game quickness.
Well, Lillard goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Lockett will bring it up for the Flyers. Copeland from downtown, he splashes the triple.
That'll be a welcome bucket for Copeland as well. It's been a little while since it was on the score sheet, but nice wide open 3-pointer.
And that is Bristol Flyers' biggest lead of the game so far at 7. Around 8 seconds between shot and game clock here. Nichols goes to the hole, no good. Rebound for Davis. Nice pass from Copeland to find Dinnell, and he now feeds Thomas Edwards, and home cooking for Bristol Flyers. They go coast to coast. Final 5 seconds here. Nichols travels with the ball, and now Bristol Flyers will have a chance to push it out to a double-digit lead with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, well, beautiful fast break basketball. You know, you have to appreciate that. Any basketball fan will appreciate the quick outlet in the pass. It was the bounce pass that set the Flyers off going, and finished up with a layup as well. Lovely basketball from the Flyers.
Well, this is one off the This will be one straight off the training court here. Imagine they would have drawn up these situations time and time again, and just as you say that, Coach Kapoulas calls a timeout to talk things through.
I think he overheard you. There's no crowd here, so he thought, oh, you know what, I've got a timeout. I might as well use it with 4.1 seconds to go. So we'll see what Coach draws up. And yeah, Flyers up by 9 going into the half.
Well, as both teams talk things through, we'll catch up with you in a couple of moments' time. Welcome back to the SGS College Arena, where Bristol Flyers have their biggest lead of the game so far at 9. They lead the Sharks 40 points to 31, and they're led by 8 points apiece from Eric Lockett and Zach Copeland. Of course, the Flyers, 2 American import players this season. And let's see what Coach Kapoulas has drawn up from the timeout. It will be Copeland to inbound for Bristol.
Yeah, it needs to be a reasonably quick shot, or maybe something going to the basket.
Copeland, ball screen from Davis. Pulls up from deep 2, no good. And that will do it for the end of the first half. Slow start for both teams, but Flyers really picking things up as the second quarter got underway. And it is their biggest lead of the game so far at 9. Gareth, what did you make of that first 20 minutes of action?
Yeah, it's good. Good to see both sets of sort of new players for both teams as well. And yeah, 40 points to 31. I think both coaches will be reasonably happy with what they've seen with their teams. You know, it's only the second kind of pre-season game, so plenty to work on. But yeah, positives from both teams, and obviously things to work on as well.
Well, Zach, as we say, Zach Copeland and Eric Lockett with 8 points apiece, and Lockett also has 5 rebounds and 5 assists to go along with that. So really stuffing the stat sheet so far for the Flyers.
Yeah, as I mentioned in commentary earlier on, I really like Lockett when he came into the team as well. He just seems a very smart basketball player on both ends of the floors. Goes about his business quite quietly, but really effective. Filling up the stat chart there as well. So I think he's a really good player to have on the Bristol Flyers squad.
And if you look at the stats for the Sheffield Sharks, Callum Jones leads the way with 7 points, and Anton Lillard with 5, and Nick Lewis not too far behind with 4, but also Kipper Nichols with 6 points off the bench. It's quite even scoring for them, but just 31 points at the half. I'm sure Atiba Lions won't be too happy with that.
No, but again, he'll appreciate that it's a pre-season game, and I think they kind of do like to get the ball inside as well. I thought Cook had a really good impact on them as well. I think they can utilise that more actually, because he caused Flyers defence a lot of issues and getting fouls. So yeah, plenty of things to work on for both teams, but everyone's healthy, so we're all good.
Well, as we reach the halfway point, is Bristol Flyers with that 9-point lead. They lead Sheffield Sharks 40 points to 31. We'll be with you in around 13 minutes' time for the second half.
All this is new. We've never been here before. We've never just pressed pause. The empty roads on match day. The locked gates, the silent stadiums. We miss it too. We miss the ritual, the energy, the singing, the roar of the crowd, the wins, even the defeats. But like you, we have had to push through, and the hard work has not stopped. We found new normals, new motivations, a new purpose. Because when everything slows down, the important things come into focus. Our people, our passions, our community. These are the things that remain. The rest is noise. Just press play, and we cannot wait to see you.
We took over the business about a year ago now, and one of the things that we had at that point was trying to find what the identity of our organisation was. Everything was very much focused around culture and family. You know, how do we completely embody the commercial side, which was the stadium, so having our association with the stadium and our branding. And Flyers was really the last piece of the pie for us for that, so we wanted to be associated with everything Bristol Sport. When you looked at who was going, who was attending, it was far more family orientated. So we really like that. You know, this is the one that you go for entertainment. It's high pace, it's fast, you know, again, all sort of brand traits that reflect our business as well. And just really exciting. Plus it's, you know, it's going in a great direction. What the Lansdowns are doing, you know, for Bristol, building the new stadium part, you know, that's being added on. You know, it's going to create a real sporting hub and sporting excellence. And basketball's getting bigger and bigger in the UK, you know, so that's really pioneering the investment needed to make these fantastic performing teams that we can all get behind as a community. You know, obviously we all wish COVID had never happened, but from our perspective, the sooner we can get crowds back, the better. But in the meantime, you know, what can we do as a community of businesses to really support and make sure our clubs are here at the end of this process?
What's up, Flyers fans? My name is Marcus Delpes, and these are 5 things that I can't live without. My first essential item is a PlayStation 4 controller. Always been a PlayStation kid. From when me and my brother were 12 years old when our parents first got ourselves the first PlayStation 2. I actually got my PS4 here in the UK because I was like really bored and just wanted some stuff to do when I was chilling at home. So yeah, and haven't looked back since.
Pass inside Delpes.
My next essential item that I cannot live without is lotion, but particularly cocoa butter. Ashiness is something I don't do, and so I got to stay strapped with this. You know, when you get out of the shower or when it's cold outside, especially out here in the UK, like you can't be lacking with this. So this is something that protects me from being ashy. The third essential item that I cannot live without is my phone. This is where I'm able to talk to people, but we're here in the UK, back home. I have all my music on here, photos, literally my phone is something that keeps me in contact with the world.
Delpes throws it down with a one-handed slam.
Fourth item that I cannot live without are the things right here. If you don't know, they're called headphones. Music is massively important to me. I don't think there's been a day since I started listening to music. I don't think there's ever been a day where I have not listened to music, and even when I'm not, I'm either thinking about it or humming it to myself. And so when having these, it's just obviously you don't want to be playing your music out for everyone to hear, so this allows it to keep it private. Yeah, music is my world, and this allows me to listen to it, so yeah. The fifth thing that I cannot live without are my basketball shoes. Basketball, apart from it being my professional sport, it's definitely something that I really truly enjoy. It's helped me through hard times when I just need to take my mind off things. I always wondered what it'd be like if I played football or soccer or any other sport, but now I'm at a point after reflecting, it's I would not change my decision to play basketball for anything, because it's just helped me so much and to find who I am. It's given me so many opportunities. I've met so many people, and it's just been an amazing experience on this pathway that I'm on. So, love basketball. Need these. There you have it, guys. These are my 5 essential items. Thanks for listening. These are all things I cannot live without. What can't you live without?
Skips it to Rogers, open for 3. Josh Rogers drains the triple. Fred Thomas kicks it out to Rogers again for 3. Back-to-back threes for Josh Rogers.
Basketball is just, it can just provide so many opportunities, and I've seen it change lives, and it's growing now. And being able to come back now and see the work that Bristol Sport are doing and Flyers are doing, and the growth of the club, and to basically just be able to play my part in continuing that legacy. When I was growing up, there were players that inspired us, and we looked up to, and we were able to be coached by and stuff. And now I basically just see it as my sort of turn, to pass it on. And all the time I've been away, there's just been people at Bristol Sport and Bristol Sport Foundation and everything that's going on with the club, and they've just been working away. That really I'm able to come back now and just enjoy the fruits of this huge club and everything that's going on with it. So really, it's my, it's all I want to do is just now use that platform and play my part in inspiring the next generation of kids that you know, if we can start them playing young, then you know there's no telling where basketball could take them. There could be kids that could turn pro, there could be kids that could get an education from it, or just, you know, friendships, or yeah. So really, I'm just really happy to be able to just play my part while I've got this time now. You know, it's not going to last forever. So what I really want to do is I can really see that basketball in Bristol can be absolutely huge, and it's been going that way and it's been growing ever since. And I think there's still a huge amount of scope there, and really I just want to capitalise on the interest that's already there and provide as many young people as possible with the opportunities that the game can provide. So we've now got Flyers as this you know, an inspirational team. So I want to be able to convert that success on the court into inspiration and getting thousands of kids across the city playing, and sort of starting their journey from there.
Hi Fly fans, my name is Rafael and these are my essential items. First essential item is my phone. It means a lot to me to be able to communicate with the people that aren't around me, my family, my friends. I've moved around a lot, so like I said, it's important to me to have that communication between them. And my wallpaper it says, never forget why you fell in love with the game. So every time I look at it, it kind of gives me that boost, that kind of encouragement to keep going. My second essential item is my headphones. It goes perfectly with my phone. Before games, I try and put my headphones in and just kind of listen to whatever music gets me going. When I was younger, it used to be more kind of upbeat, up-tempo, kind of like hype music. Now it's kind of like slower, ready to get focused kind of stuff. So again, essential item. All right, so my third essential item is my speaker. This is more about getting other people like on the same kind of wavelength as you. Like the team's got to get hyped. Let's say you're with a group of friends, like everybody's trying to get on the same vibe. This is why I feel like music being played out loud is very important. All right, my fourth essential item is my notepad. One of my closest friends kind of gave this to me on my birthday. I just write everything in it, plays, just kind of what's going on throughout the day. This gives me a chance to like clear my mind out so I can get refocused on what needs to be focused on. This is my championship ring from college. The reason why it's important to me and the reason why I have it around is just another reminder of how much work goes into winning championships. During the summer season, I know that I was working out super hard. This is my senior year. All my teammates were going as hard as we could. And we actually won this by a game winner. But again, it's just a reminder that all the work you're putting in is for a reason. So just keep me going throughout the season. All right, it's been Rafael. Thanks for watching, and these are my essential items.
Welcome back to the SGS College Arena here in Filton for this behind closed doors pre-season friendly between Bristol Flyers and the Sheffield Sharks. And I'm joined by former Flyers captain Gareth Till. And Gareth, you look at some of these half-time stats, what is it that really stands out for you in that first half?
Yeah, just look at the outside shooting, really, 3-point percentage here. Sheffield are 0 for 6, and Flyers shooting 4 for 9, so 44% behind the arc. Not loads of 3-pointers, but certainly being efficient when they do shoot them. And Flyers perfect 6 for 6 on the free throw line as well, with Sheffield coming in 9 for 11, 81%. So both teams getting it done from the free throw line, and Flyers shooting the ball quite nicely from outside.
Well, we're all set to get back underway for the second half of action, and with Kipper Nichols to inbound the ball. Callum Jones guarded by Dinnell. Down low to Cook. He's a big matchup down low between Cook and Delpesh, and it's stolen by Lockett. And Lockett kicks it out to Copeland for 3. Copeland drains the triple. And Bristol Flyers opening up a double-digit lead.
Yeah, good D by Lockett there as well. Again, bringing that energy at defence and giving Copeland the opportunity to knock down another 3, just increasing that 3-point statistic even more.
Nichols up against Edozie, off the glass, no good, and Lockett got a hand to it, last touch by the Flyers. Stay down here with the Sharks.
Yeah, looks like Flyers are aware of the issue with Cook inside now, looking to double team and getting the ball a few times off of the big man now.
Lillard. From downtown, the shot clock winding down Kipper Nichols.
Nothing but string from Nichols. That's the first 3-pointer Sheffield will knock down this game.
As Copeland ends up on the deck, it's another steal for the Sharks. And Lockett gets caught with his reach-in foul.
Yeah, Lewis just transitioning back on defence, knocking the ball away. Good stop for the Sheffield Sharks.
Of course, Sharks been struggling from downtown in this game. Could that 3 open up the gates for them? Lillard. Another reach-in foul called on Lockett, and Lockett could be facing a bit of foul trouble here.
Yeah, definite foul. Could hear that up here in the commentary area. Big slap there. Probably one that we could have got away with as well. Didn't really need to do that, and that just gives him and Coach Kapoulis something to think about, picking up his 3rd foul early in this second half.
Well, Thomas Edwards does return to the game. Lockett takes that seat after picking up his 3rd foul. 10-point lead for the Flyers. Lewis from downtown. Again, Sharks cold from distance.
Nice board there by Dinnell, out jumping Delpesh to secure that rebound.
Here is Dinnell. Takes the screen from Edozie. Double team comes and Dinnell dribbles his way out of traffic. Dinnell floats it up inside. Not enough on that one. Delpesh went up without the ball and ends up in the hands of Nichols. Jones now directing traffic for Sharks. Ball into Cook. Up against Delpesh, going down low. Strong move, strong finish. Kisses it in for 2 off the glass.
Yeah, Cook again there, thinking there's a bit of contact, but getting the job done though. When he does get on that one-on-one situation, he's pretty much come out on top every single time. Flyers have to be aware that they have doubled him a couple of times and had the ball stolen, but showing us there what he can do one-on-one.
The Flyers' lead has been cut down to 8. Dinnell into looking for Edozie and somehow ends up with him. Copeland chases down the long rebound, and Thomas Edwards is open on the wing. Back iron no good, second chance opportunity for Bristol. Copeland off the dribble, ball goes in and out, and Cook took one in the face while gathering in the board. Lillard kicks it out to Lewis, baseline three. Back iron no good, Delpesh chasing the board, ends up in the hands of Lewis and Delpesh, and there's a foul up against Lillard, while hustling for that loose ball.
Yeah, plenty of, like you said, plenty of hustle by both teams here. Both being very competitive, going for all those offensive rebounds. Cook there again managed to get a tip on the offensive board, but Flyers come away with it.
Dinnell, ball screen from Adozi. Copeland now.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
Dinnell into Delpesh. Delpesh off the glass, too much on that one. Offensive rebound for the Flyers, and Lillard called for a hold as Delpesh was chasing down that board.
Yeah, he slams the ball down there, disappointed. Those are the ones that you need to really finish. Got a good position, good strong power move, but just couldn't get the final touch on there.
Edozie to inbound for Flyers. Copeland up against Lewis. Copeland down low, off the glass and in, and somehow got that good to go.
Yeah, that was a strong move by Copeland. You kind of see him. I mean, so I've seen referees call that when you kind of push off a little bit there as well. So he did manage to create a little bit of space, but it was a very strong finish by Copeland getting to the basket.
Nichols, ball screen from Cook. Now being guarded by Delpesh. Good defense from the big fella, but better offense.
Yeah, tough move by Nichols there as well. Getting into the paint, just lofting that shot over and above. Getting it to drop for two.
And Nichols now gets his tally up to 10 off the bench. Delpesh falling out of bounds, but a blocking foul is called on Nichols.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good attempt on defense there. Just judged to be a little bit late.
And that's his third personal foul. Tiber Lyons is not happy with the call, and you can see him talking through it with the referee there.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was a pretty good defensive stand there, and Tiber Lyons echoing my thoughts there, but it's Flyers ball, nothing's going to change.
6 minutes to go in this third period. Copeland. Mid-range two, that one's way off the mark, and rebound for Lewis. Nice pass into Cook, who makes no mistakes in transition.
Yeah, it's good to see the big man running the floor there as well. Very handy player for the Sheffield Sharks.
And Lewis gets caught with the reach-in foul. We've seen that quite a few times tonight, players getting caught there off the dribble.
Yeah, it's just kind of timing again, you know, pre-season. Not quite used to coming up against the player that's your opposing player there as well, but just got caught reaching in. But very impressed with Dinnell. He's held his own at the point guard position there. It's a lot of pressure for the young man out there, but he's done a really good job, and should be very proud of his efforts so far.
Well, that's going to be Nick Lewis's fourth personal foul, and so he takes a quick seat on the bench. Copeland's mid-range two is short. Here come the Sharks the other way. Lillard, lane opens up and he gets fouled. We'll send him to the line.
Yeah, Flyers offense just getting a little bit stagnant, a little bit with those pull-up mid-range jump shots fairly on in the offense. They'll probably want to get something a little bit easier if they can, or go through their plays. Copeland takes a seat, lock it back into the game.
Well, Lillard, 5 points, 5 rebounds so far for Sheffield here tonight. No good on the first free throw, and Sharks now 10 for 12 from the line tonight. Lillard splits the free throws, and Sharks a bit of full court pressure here as Dinnell brings it up over the timeline. Dinnell, Delpesh hands off with Lockett. Lockett drives baseline, puts it up and puts it in.
Yeah, Sheffield just been a little bit more aggressive there on that defensive set, but Flyers matched it with their aggression, and Lockett going to the basket. Cook again getting down deep in the paint.
Cook against the Dozy. Double team, triple team comes from the Flyers, and the goaltend is the call on Thomas Edwards, so the basket will count.
Yeah, swarmed there by 3 Flyers players and still managed to come away with something. Nice play by Cook. Taking in, he's got his hands on his knees now, so I think he might have gassed him a little bit there as well.
That gets him up to 10 points so far to go along with 4 rebounds. A foul's been called on the floor on Nichols, and Atiba Lyons not happy with the number of fouls being called against his team here. Sharks are going to be in the penalty now, which will send Lockett to the line.
Referee Andy Thackeray just having a word here. I'm sure he won't want to tee anyone up in a pre-season friendly, but I think those boundaries might be getting pushed slightly, so we'll see what happens. But Andy Thackeray, experienced referee, I'm sure he'll have it in hand.
I need to be careful here, the Sharks, because Lewis on 4 fouls. That was Kipper Nichols' 4th foul, and Lillard not far behind on 3. And just running with an 8-man rotation tonight, the Sharks, with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to play in this 3rd period.
And Lockett, nothing from the charity stripe. It's 47-42 to the Flyers with 4 minutes 27 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
Nichols, open lane for him, and strong move off the glass, and Sheffield Sharks slowly chipping away at this lead, which is now down to 3.
Yeah, Sheffield are doing a really good job of actually getting to the basket, making good plays. Oh, sloppy pass there from Adozie. Another turnover.
Here comes Sharks now the other way. Baldwin down low against Adozie. Jones swings it to Nichols. Thought about the 3, drives baseline.
Lockett, good D by Lockett, sorry Joel.
Shot clock winding down, and Lillard off the glass, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Adozie. And a strong defensive possession for the Flyers.
And Lockett getting double teamed himself now.
Almost stolen away, and it ends up in the hands of Delpesh. Another double team comes from the Sharks.
Both teams really stepping up their defensive effort with double and triple teams.
Thomas Edwards' 3 off the mark. Adozie hustles for the ball and will get called for the foul.
Yeah, it just seems to have got a little bit out of hand the last kind of couple of minutes. Few sort of loose plays and teams being aggressive on defense.
Well, Daniel Adozie takes a seat for the Flyers. Liam Davis back into the game. Under 3.5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Nichols. Lillard now fakes the 3. Spins in the lane, strong move, and couldn't finish, but the rebound is eaten up by Davis. Good seal from Delpesh, gets it down low, and Thomas Edwards is open for 3.
I feel like seeing Marcus Delpesh finish that. He was good position under the basket there, and I think, you know, with his athleticism, I'd like to see him go up strong with that.
Tuck, now Jones, ball screen comes. Nichols up against Copeland for 3.
Oh, tough shot by Nichols, hand in his face.
And just like that, we are, I think it was a deep 2 in the end, because here's a 1-point lead for the Bristol Flyers. They lead 47 points to 46, and we'll see you after this short break. one-point game on our hands here in Bristol. Flyers led by as many as 12 points in the first half, but Sharks come storming back, and on that deep two just before the timeout, they've now made it a 1-point game.
Yeah, good start to the third quarter from Sheffield. Definitely seen a bit of an increase in their intensity on defence, getting good looks in and around the basket as well, and Flyers struggling to get anything going offensively for the past sort of several minutes. Had some good looks, some inside looks for Marcus Delpeche, but ball not dropping at the moment.
Here's Eric Lockett running the point guard position. Feeds it to Copeland on the top of the three-point line. Delpeche hands off with Lockett. Shot clock down to 6. Lockett drives baseline, wraps it around, and Copeland's got to shoot here, and the shot clock expires, and strong defensive possession for Sheffield out of the timeout. And they see the bench there on their feet, cheering on their teammates as well.
Yeah, rightly so. It's good to get a 24-second violation. Shows you defense intensity, and Flyers didn't even get a shot up. So yeah, Tiba Lions will be pleased with his team's defensive efforts there.
Offensive foul called against the Sharks on that possession, and it will go back to the Flyers.
Panos Mayandombe coming in for Thomas Edwards. Probably need to run that number one, that one spot there as well. Didn't really have a natural point guard on the floor at that point in time.
Copeland, Delpeche looking for it down low. Now back top to Mayandombe. Davis skips it to Copeland for 3. Wide open from downtown, and he makes no mistakes from deep.
Yeah, again, difficult shot there. Our two Sharks players trying to close out.
Here's Lillard. Jones up against Mayandombe. Tuck's looking to respond for the 3, and he does so. The baseline triple makes it a 1-point game.
Yeah, Tuck again playing that sort of 4 position there, just stretching it out, knock down that corner 3.
Final minute of this third quarter. Here's Lockett. Davis at the elbow. Back top to Lockett. Shot clock at 7 seconds. Delpeche working his way down low, and Nichols gets his hand on it. Last touch by the Flyers, said the referee. It goes towards the Sharks.
Yeah, just not really happening offensively for the Flyers at the moment.
Final 30 seconds of this third period. Lillard, Jones, out wide to Lillard once again. Shot clock at 6, nice pass down to Baldwin, baseline 2, too short on that one. Rebound Mayandombe. Flyers looking to push in transition. Lockett takes the handoff from Davis, too much on the layup, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sharks, and it will stay up here with the Flyers.
12.8 seconds left in this third quarter. See Lewis coming back in for the Sharks. Nichols takes a seat.
Final 12 seconds here. Shot clock is turned off. Lewis knocks it out of bounds. Just a couple of ticks on the clock have gone. Delpeche, final 10 seconds. Top to Lockett. Lockett step back for 3. Ball goes in and out. Offensive rebound for Marcus Delpeche. Third chance no good. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Marcus Delpeche will be kicking himself over that play. Couldn't quite finish it to end the third quarter, but Flyers do hold on to that 1-point lead.
Yeah, disappointing there. Again, Marcus finding himself in the right positions, but just not being able to get the ball through the basket. But, kind of keep his head up. It's still pre-season. The fact he's in those positions is a positive, but yeah, really want to be finishing around that area.
We've reached the end of the third quarter. It's been a back and forth game. but Bristol Flyers holding on to that 1 point lead, 50 points to 49. One-point game on our hands at the end of the third quarter. Flyers leading 50 points to 49. And Flyers are led by 16 points from Zach Copeland. Eric Lockett not far behind on 10 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 6 assists as well. And Sheffield are led by Kipper Nichols with 14 points off the bench. And Cook has 10 points to go along with 4 boards. And Coach Kapoulas getting every second out of this timeout to as we get set to start the final period.
Sheffield doing a great job in that third quarter, restricting Flyers to just 10 points and coming up with 18 themselves.
Here is Lockett. Ball screen comes from Davis. Lockett spins and kicks it to Mayan Dombe. Out to Adozie, and Davis at the three-point line. Shot clock down to 6 seconds, and good ball movement from the Flyers, and Copeland spins in the lane but picked up his pivot foot and gets called for a travel. Jones inside to Cook. Up against Adozie. Strong move inside, a strong finish from Cook, and second chance opportunity for Tuck is good. Sheffield Sharks take a 1-point lead.
Yeah, there's that man Cook again, causing issues down low. Mike Tuck getting the offensive rebound and put back, and yeah, find themselves up by 1, and full credit to the Sharks, really making it difficult for Flyers to get anything offensively at the minute.
Copeland splits the D. Adozie's at the baseline. Mayan Dombe drives inside, looking to kick it out to Lockett, but ends up throwing it out of bounds, and back-to-back turnovers for the Flyers to start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, a bit rushed there as well, just falling into that trap by the Sharks and just panicking a little bit there and throwing the ball out of bounds.
Jones. Hands off of Cook. Jones baseline. Kicks it out. Lillard fakes the three. Pulls up for three. And drains the three.
Good head fake there as well. Good shot fake. Nothing but net as well. Sheffield really have all the momentum at the moment. Flyers going to have to dig in deep before the game gets away.
And this 4-point lead matches their biggest lead of the game so far. Lockett takes the screen from Adozie. Double team comes, and now top to Adozie. Good rotation from the Sharks on defense, and Adozie able to beat the shot clock from mid-range.
Much needed points there by the captain. Needed that personally and for the team as well.
He brings Flyers back to within 2. Lewis looking for Lillard, but takes the screen from Tuck. Tuck's open for 3. The D from Mayan Dombe. Tuck fakes it, puts it up.
Okay.
Mayan Dombe gets called for the foul on the three-pointer, and you can see the reaction from that call.
Yeah, I think all those years of experience there from Mike Tuck, kind of just running out of time, and sold the foul there as well. A little smile on his face as he goes to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
You can see there Adozie's at mid-range 2, able to put Flyers back to within 2, but Mike Tuck at the line, and he will shoot 3 after that foul, and no mistakes on the first. Second one is good. 9 points so far for the big man. And Tuck goes 1 for 3 from the line. Flyers trailing by 3 here. 7.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Mayan Dombe at the 3-point line, skips it to Adozie. Lockett's calling for it on the wing. Adozie, no good that time.
Yeah, I think that's where you need to give that extra pass there. Lockett in the corner, wide open.
Lillard fakes the 3. Down low to Cook. Cook can't finish. Rebound for Adozie, and strong rebound for him.
Good job by Panos on defense there. Managed to...
and a foul. And Zach Copeland, he will head to the line for a 3-point play, and just really quickly turning defense into offense there.
Yeah, it was. I was saying whilst that was happening, the Panos managed to get a good position there. Saw the danger from Cook, managed to get in the way, and then transitioned out and managed to get a big basket for the Flyers and one as well. But yeah, good finish to the game here. Just shy of 7 minutes to go, and it's a 1-point game. Could be tied up.
Well, this game's going to go to distance. Don't miss the ending. We'll be back with you in a couple of moments' time. Just under 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, and just before the break, that big 3 from Kipper Nichols gave Sharks the lead. And coming back into the start of the straight out of the timeout, Copeland went the other way, made that 3-point play, and now a chance to tie things up from the line. All tied up, folks. 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Here is Lillard. Nichols. Jones looking for some space, can't get it, and here is Lillard up against Lockett. Lockett got his hand to it, but a foul. And see the reaction from that call, and both teams getting in a huddle, talk things through. We'll send Lillard back to the line though.
Yeah, nice little wrap around the pass there on the dribble. Put it behind his back, got to the basket. But yeah, kind of Sheffield looked a little bit stuck for a second there on offense. Weren't too sure what they were running there, but Lillard managed to get the ball in his hands and he made something happen.
Well, Lillard 10 points and 7 rebounds tonight for Sheffield. First one is good. And that free throw restores Sheffield's 2-point lead. Copeland, quick fire 3, knocks it down from downtown. And Bristol Flyers on top by 1.
Yeah, Copeland getting it done. You can't give him a good look at the basket. Definitely a good signing for the Bristol Flyers. Sharp shooter.
Well, he's certainly shown what he can do in a Flyers uniform. 22 points for the Flyers tonight. He had 20 points against the Lions on Monday, and Nichols responds with a 3 at the other end.
Yeah, good play by Nichols there as well. American players going at it.
Dozy, deep two, front iron. Rebound falls to Lewis. And it seems like right now, whatever the Flyers do, the Sharks have an answer right for it as they lead by 2 with just over 5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice. Jones cutting back door, can't finish the easy one inside and gets called for the foul on Delpeche.
Yeah, probably a little bit of frustration there by Jones. What a lovely pass right under the basket, and he missed it, and just probably a bit frustrated. Picks up the foul.
Ryan Dombe guarded by Lewis. Copeland. 22 points for him to lead all scorers tonight. Ball screen comes from Delpeche. Delpeche at the three-point line. Shot clock's at 6. Ryan Dombe has to shoot here. Ball goes in and out. Rebound for Cook. Lewis. Lillard for 3. That one's way off the mark.
Yeah, I think tiredness beginning to creep in on both teams now.
Well, both teams running a short rotation, both carrying a couple of injuries. Of course, no McKnight and no Marsden for Sheffield, no Wilshire for the Flyers. And Thomas Edwards and Dinnell re-enter the game as Mayan Dombe and Adozi both take a seat. And Cook will take a seat. Mike Tuck into the game for the visitors. Dinnell to inbound. Here's Delpeche. Hands off with Copeland. Copeland turns the corner, able to draw the foul on Jones.
Just Jones' second foul. No problems there. That's the third team foul going into the last 4.5 minutes.
Copeland. Thomas Edwards hands off with Copeland. Copeland for 3. Copeland drains the 3. And Zach Copeland is feeling it right now at the SGS Wise campus. 25 points for him. Lillard looking for Tuck on the roll. Lillard goes to the basket, lays it up. Can't get the finish, but a foul. And he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Lillard showing again that he can get to the basket. A little hesitation move there as well, just opening up a bit of space for himself. Getting the contact, but he's going to have to earn it the hard way on the free throw line. Delpeche takes a seat.
Well, Anton Lillard, 9 points and 7 rebounds and 2 assists so far tonight. No mistakes on the first. And ties things up at 61 points apiece. Second no good, and here come Flyers the other way in transition. Lockett to the basket, able to draw the foul, and the foul's going to be called on Lillard, which will be his 4th.
And the team fouls as well. They're in the penalty, Sheffield. Just under 4 minutes to go. Could play a crucial part in the game. Sheffield certainly ramped up the intensity on their defense. Going to have to be a little bit careful now not to pick up any sloppy fouls. It will put Flyers on the free throw line for bonus points.
Well, strong game for Eric Lockett. He has 10 points and 5 rebounds, 6 assists, getting it done all over the court so far tonight. Second leading scorer for Bristol. Of course, he joined the Flyers sort of the back end of last season, played 2 or 3 games or so, and then obviously the whole season got shut down due to COVID, but some promising signs from him in his first few games last season.
Yeah, very much so, and big shoes to fill as well coming in for for Fred Thomas as well, but very different type of players, but they're very, very effective. Very impressed with Eric when he did come in. Shame what happened to Fred as well, because he's obviously been a stalwart for the Flyers as well, a really key player, MVP previous season. Eric filled in and did a brilliant job.
Well, he's given Flyers a 1-point lead here with just over 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Ball screen comes from Cook, looking to go inside. Copeland on the floor, but tucked for three. That one's no good. Strong rebound for Thomas Edwards. Thomas Edwards hands off with Copeland. Copeland steps back, brings it back out. Ball screen from Thomas Edwards. Ball into Edozie. Dinnell looking for it, ends up with him. Fires up for three. Too much on that one. A long rebound goes out of bounds. Jones brings it up over the timeline, closely guarded by Dinnell. 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Tuck looking for Cook down low, and last touch by Edozie, says the referee. Stay down here with the Sharks. Shot clock is down to 9. Lillard re-enters the game. Mike Tuck takes a seat with 3 minutes to go. It will be Lewis to inbound here from the baseline. Chance for Sheffield to retake the lead. Lillard fakes the three, guarded by Lockett. Cook comes off the screen, and there's Lewis from downtown. Back iron no good. Strong rebound for Dinnell. Edozie hands off with Lockett. Eric Lockett turns the corner, finds Edozie at the elbow. Thomas Edwards is open down low. Shot clock's at 6. Lockett, Dinnell. Ball screen comes from, blocked by Cook, and they have to shoot here, and a good defense from the Sharks.
Yeah, big key stop there for Sheffield. Copeland looking for that extra pass. It didn't arrive. Trying to find it to the guy who's hot at the minute for the Flyers, but just not managing to get the ball to him. Sheffield very much aware that he's the key man to stop.
Lillard looking for Cook down low. Strong move. Hook shot is good. And Sheffield Sharks take a 1-point lead.
Yeah, very difficult to stop that from the big man. That hook there. Yeah, impossible to try and get a block on that.
Edozie fakes the handoff with Dinnell. Now hands off with Copeland. Copeland fires from downtown. That one's no good. Thomas Edwards can't clean up the miss. And just over a minute and a half to play in this fourth quarter. Lewis drives inside, and a foul's called on Edozie, and that will send him to the line. Chance to shoot two.
Yeah, big play by Lewis, some big free throws coming up. Flyers making a couple of changes with Edozie coming out and Dinnell coming out. Del Pesh and Panos coming in for the Flyers.
I think Lewis at the line, just 4 points and 4 rebounds so far. Make that 5 points and 4 rebounds for him. Second one's no good, and the officials are just saying someone entered the lane a little bit too early, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. And Thomas Edwards will inbound from the sideline. .90 seconds to go in this one. Flyers trailing by 2. Copeland on the wing, looking for Lockett off the screen, ends up with him. Ball screen comes from Del Pesh. Lockett drives inside, mid-range 2 is short on that one. Cook with the rebound, and last touch by Thomas Edwards. He will go back to the Sharks. Flyers playing full court pressure D.
Yeah, Lillard's going to come up and put the ball in. Cook's going to take Pesh right down to the other end of the court, create a bit more space.
Lillard to inbound. Here's Nichols, guarded by Thomas Edwards. Hands off with Lillard. Final minute of action in this fourth quarter. Lewis skips it to Nichols. Looking down low for Cook, and it's stolen by Mayandombe. And a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow points towards the Sharks.
Yeah, good awareness there from Panos. Trying to get the ball into Cook there, but managed just to steal in there under the radar and get hands on it. But it's still Sheffield's ball. 54 seconds to go. Sharks up by 2.
A timeout's been called by Atiba Lyons. He looks to talk things through. His side on top, 64 points to 62. Make sure you don't go away anywhere. The final minute is coming right up. Welcome back to the SGS College Arena for the final minute of action. Flyers trail the Sheffield Sharks by 2. And 54 seconds to go. The game hanging in the balance. Lillard turns the corner, puts it up, and a foul is called, and that will send Lillard to the line. Chance to shoot 2 and make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, Lillard's really sort of stepped up in this second half. Managing to get to the ball, creating that contact. Knocking them down from the free throw line as well. Big impact for the Sharks this second half.
19 points as Kipper Nichols. Lillard with 10 and 8 rebounds off the bench, but really been an impact for them in the second half for Sheffield. As he gets set to shoot 2 from the line. First one's no good, and how that could be a big free throw for Sheffield. They can make it a 3-point lead here if they knock down the second. Second one no good, and Flyers still peeking through the door here. 47 seconds to go. Mayandombe takes it to Copeland. Copeland back wide to Mayandombe. Almost loses it there.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Mayandombe skips it to Lockett for 3. Back iron no good. Strong rebound for Jones. And 3 seconds between shot and game clock here. Flyers are going to play defense. And there's the foul from Thomas Edwards. And Flyers are in the penalty, so that will send them to the line. And there was 3 seconds there between shot and game clock, so even if they did play that full 24 seconds of defense, there still could have been a chance to tie or potentially take the lead, but Coach Kapula's opting for that foul.
Yeah, opting for the foul and to have put a bit of pressure on Kipper Nichols on the free throw line and have a good full offense as well. So just putting a bit of pressure on the Sharks there. But yeah, I think this is where, see, with Josh Wilshere missing for the Flyers, well, just that experience. You know, he's the sort of guy you want in that situation to look after the ball there as well. And Dingle and Panos are kind of filling in well. But you know, it's that quality of player. we've seen Josh Wiltshire over the years been able to just steer his team's home that he's played for. So, yeah, be nice to see when Josh comes back on the court when he's fully fit.
Well, of course, just pre-season action here tonight at the SGS College Arena. The league has announced it's set to start on October 30th, so make sure you keep your eyes out for fixtures as we look to start the 2021 season behind closed doors. And we'll be giving you all the action throughout the season here on Flyers TV as both teams get set to retake the floor. 18.6 seconds to go in this one. Sharks with a chance to make this a 2-possession game from the line. And Kipper Nichols finds himself at the line. He has 19 points to lead all scorers for Sheffield. First one is good, makes it a 3-point game. No good on the second, and Flyers still in this here. 15 seconds to go. Nice pass into Delpesh, and it's blocked when the foul has been called on Cook. I think that's going to be his 5th foul, but we'll send Delpesh to the line. But they needed a 3, the Flyers, and Delpesh had somehow got that shot off. It could have been a different story, but he will shoot 2 from the line.
Yeah, I'd like to see Delpesh. I'd like to see Marcus do that more when he's around that area. We know he can, when he gets the ball, attack it and look to dunk the ball, really. And yeah, that aggressive move just comes across, to the referees as a foul. So being aggressive in and around the basket.
Oh, no good from Marcus Delpesh from the line. And that's an important free throw there for him. Dozie's getting set to check back into the game. Second one is good, and Delpesh will check out. Timeout's been called by Atiba Lions, and his team leading by 3 with just over 10 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. It's been a back and forth game with both teams trading the lead. Flyers led by as many as 12 points, and Sharks creep back in that 3rd quarter. They've led by as many as 4, and right now have that 2-point lead with 10 seconds to go. And for them, it'll just be a case of kind of see this clock out. Flyers will need to foul here to send Sharks to the line.
Yeah, I would have thought that would be the tactic coming back in here from Andreas, and try and get the ball to one of the players who maybe not so strong from the free throw line, and put that pressure on, and try and have as much time as possible to go down the other end and get something offensively. Of course, Sheffield will try and do everything they can to get the ball in the right person's hand to see them home.
Well, Kipper Nichols leads the way for Sheffield with 20 points off the bench to go along with 3 rebounds, and Flyers, they're led by 25 points from Zach Copeland, who has been a real standout in this game so far tonight. Copeland had 20 points in the pre-season game against London on Monday, and now with 25 in this second pre-season game. It'll be Jones to inbound from the side here, and Flyers will need to quickly foul. Ball's into Lillard, and almost ripped loose there, but there's the foul, and that will send Lillard back to the line.
Seeing what Lillard's shooting from the free throw line at the moment. So 5 from 10 at the minute, so 50%. So probably not a bad person to put on the floor. Bit of extra pressure, big shots.
The first one's good, and that makes it a 3-point game once again. And now here's the most important one to make it a 2-possession game. Second one's no good, and Flyers have a chance to tie with a 3. It's Lockett, kicks it to Copeland. Copeland steps back, fakes it for 3. Front of the iron, no good, and that will do it from the SGS College Arena. Copeland is a good shot in the end to tie the game from the 3-point line, but in the end, the Sharks take that 3-point win.
Yeah, had a good look at it. It was deep though, but a nice sort of step away to give him that room, and Yeah, lucky just not the roll, but yeah, good game from both teams. They both had a good workout today. Lots of positive to take, obviously things to work on as well. So yeah, good run out here at the SGS Wise Arena.
Well, that's going to do it here from SGS Wise Campus. Thank you so much for joining us at home online. We hope to get you back in here as soon as we possibly can. But for Gareth Till, I'm Joel Osborne saying so long, and we'll see you next time.